How's it going, folks? This is Mike. I'm here to do an episode of Genre Files, which has been brought back by our good friend Forkerball. I think we did the last one about 500 years ago. At least I don't remember. So, anyway, back to Genre Files. And this week we're doing animation. So, I don't have a lot of animated films lying around, but I did pick this one up about a year ago. It's called Cats and Dogs. Cats and Dogs, which I had never heard of. And I found it at Best Buy. It was $5, and I just grabbed it very quickly. I was trying to find an animated film for the Ryan Chataway movie marathon challenge, which I ended up not doing. So I never watched the movie. I just stashed it away on the shelves. And I can't remember now if I had taken my Pixar class before that or not. But even though I had a new appreciation for animated films, which I never had before, I had not at that time gone out and bought any, so I just kind of grabbed this. And I know I'm babbling, but it's very late at night. It's almost 1:30 in the morning, and I'm a little tired. And I just got done watching this movie a while ago. I had a great time. This was so funny. Now I'm probably cheating a little bit because this, well, it's part animation, but it's also part live action in regard to people and animals, and they also use puppets, and then they use animation. So it's a combination of all those wonderful things, and I really laughed myself sick. It was a lot of fun. Very well done. Directed by a guy named Lawrence Guterman. Guterman, that's a great name. I don't know what side he's on, but somebody I never heard of before. But he did a good job with this. And there's the puppets. I guess I watched I watched all of the making of documentary, and had the puppets had something to do with the Jim Henson Puppets company or whatever. I wish now I could remember what I just watched, but as I said, I'm a little tired. Anyway, the story is about, unbeknownst to human beings, there has been an underground uh, battle going on between cats and dogs for world domination, or rather, the cats want to dominate the world, and the dogs are preventing them to do it because, after all, dogs are man's best friend, right? So they are there to protect the world from cats. Now it focuses on this one family. I've already forgot the last name of the family. Oh my God! But it's played. The father is a scientist, played by Jeff Goldblum. He's married to Elizabeth Perkins, and the little boy is played by, I think it's Alexander Pollock, something like that. Yeah, Alexander Pollock. Anyway, so this guy's a scientist, and he's been working on. He has an allergy to dogs, and he's been working on a serum that will cure all human beings of any allergy to dogs, so that they can all embrace dogs and bring them into the house and all that. Well, the cats don't want this to happen because they fear that if the dogs are embraced by all humanity, the cats will be pushed out, and they just don't want that to happen. So, anyway, so this has been going on for a long time. Apparently, the dogs and the cats, they all talk to each other in English, and they they have this technological wonderland, established, that of course humans don't know exists, with all kinds of gadgets and video screens and computers and weapons and just all kinds of wonderful things. And it's just, the whole thing is very funny. The the animals are just cute as hell, but then of course they're all doing crazy things. The animation makes their mouths look like they're talking, they're speaking English, and they do a great job. And of course, all this slapstick stuff starts happening, and fights, and dogs crashing into windows and into trees and all kinds of cool stuff. And the humans are very funny. Jeff Goldblum and Elizabeth Perkins, they play it with uh, deadpan seriousness, but they're, a little tongue in cheek here and there. And some of the voices are great for the dogs and cats. The dog hero is a cute little beagle, and I have a soft spot in my heart for beagles. And the voice is done by Toby Maguire. Some of the other dog voices are Susan Sarandon, Alec Baldwin. Let's see, who else am I leaving out? Oh, this is terrible. But the evil cat, this beautiful fluffy white Persian cat named Mr. Tinkles, is played by Sean Hayes, and he does a fantastic evil voice, you know, just really cool. Charlton Heston plays, I think he plays the head dog or something. Does he play the head cat or the head dog? No, I can't remember. I'm sorry, I'm very tired. But anyway, this was really great fun. Nothing like the Pixar films, but I like the way they combine the live action and people, you know, and real dogs with all this animation. They did a great job, and I had a great time watching it. And I'm exhausted, so it's time for me to go to bed. I'm trying to think of anything else I needed to tell you before I sign off. Probably not. But anyway, be sure to watch everybody else's genre files. I know that James has done one. Rob, the movie collector, has done one, or Rob's movie collection. And, of course, Ian. So I don't know who else is taking part, but everybody's welcome to join in, okay? Genre Files is back with a vengeance. So thanks for watching. Comments are welcome.